Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe that worked this time. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Channel. Live. Okay, yeah, we're live. Chat, we're live. We're here.
Not yet. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Here we go.
Boys, we did it. The maiden voyage. It's here. Welcome, everyone. OG made it just in time. Were you waiting in the closet for us to
Boom.
fucking start? Oh my
The
goodness.
universe conspires for our success.
Yeah.
Literally, an uncle is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to.
Dude, that was amazing.
That was pretty clutch.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we'll wait for OG. I was, trying to make small talk with GY, and it was super awkward. He hated every
God.
second of it, and I was like, we'll figure out the settings and all that. So I unfuck YouTube, and it's like, you gotta post this link in your Streamlabs and all this, and I was like, what? And then I just shut it all down, open it all back up, and went live, and then you instantly joined the second it populated for everybody. It was actually
I fucking instant transmissioned into the stream.
You faded in too. It's like your webcam warmed up and it like beamed in.
I materialized.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That rocks, honestly.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for the perfectly timed arrival, but I'm here now.
No, it's perfect.
Stream looks good.
Does it? Okay, that's good. I hope it sounds all right. Thank you for inflating the numbers. It gave me a warning here that said I had some packet loss. Absolutely. But who cares? Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. All right. Well, let's do
I'm gonna share it right now.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna squirt. While you're doing that, how's everybody doing tonight? How's chat doing? How's the panel doing? We got GWatt and Uncle OG, of course. We've been guests on their streams many a times, and now it is time for us to take the mantle.
Truly. It's been a long time coming. I was looking forward to this, man. You said you wanted to host a stream. I was like, yes, finally. Like, somebody else can set this shit up.
Say, I don't have to do it.
Yeah, literally. But no, I'm glad, dude. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to I know we talked about what we were going to talk about, but I done forgot already because I had some stuff come up, but I'm here to shoot from the hip and hopefully not miss.
That's I know you had some business to tend to, and I totally get that. So
God, seriously.
Tonight's stream, we're gonna be talking about something that I've been thinking about for a long time, in a topic that I think it tickles my autism in a way that pleases me, and I think that you all will maybe be able to relate to this, and I think we can come up with something that'll benefit the community. So tonight's stream is mainly, we will tangent off and do some other stuff too, about the concept of the civilian M4. So what do I mean by that? It is like, what is the minimal acceptable setup, equipment, specs for a civilian duty use fighting rifle? Initial thoughts before we get into like technical stuff, just kind of like the concept as a whole.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and lay some groundwork. Right. I'm gonna make pre-lay out my assumptions. I'm assuming you don't have anything already. Okay. So if you have some stuff that is not exactly what I say, my advice would probably be to just go ahead and use that.
Yes.
And the other assumption is that this is a general advice to somebody. If you don't have anything, you're probably also not some epically skilled shooter or with a bunch of knowledge and information, right? So I'm going to be building a system that's both versatile and easy for you to use without having to go out and put 10,000 rounds through it to understand how to use your optic or et cetera, right?
Yes.
So those are my first thoughts, is to lay that groundwork. Yeah.
OG, you got anything to add, King?
Yeah, for sure. I think really good point there, GWatt. If you already have something, don't go out and be like, I got to start over, because I think this is already like a very basic concept that doesn't really need to be like compounded on too much, but it's definitely a sort of lay the foundation type shit, and sort of grow from there. Like you said, it's the standard issue, so it's like can we how can we make this into something that is as much of a one size fits all sort of build? Am I accurate in saying that?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You guys both are pretty much spot on with it. With the concept is kind of like what GWAT had said. Like, this is for a person who doesn't have a lot of experience shooting, does not have a lot of experience in this space of the preparedness, the larposphere, if you will. Holy shit, SV89, we get it, we understand, we're gonna talk about it, okay? And so kind of like Gbot had said, like, if something bad were to happen, right, you're gonna get a lot of people who are able-bodied individuals who are now like, well, shit, now I need to fight, or now I need to take up arms because something bad has happened, right? We're LARPing, okay? We're embracing the LARP here. This is like the bugmen are invading, the HOA is making their hostile takeover. We're talking organized terrorists or some sort of near peer threat. What is people are gonna look at all the options of an AR and be like, what do I actually need? What makes sense for me? How do I not buy garbage, but how do I also not overspend? So that's kind of what I was thinking with this concept, is like a universalized general purpose. This will get the job done. What if the goon squad is mobilized and we get plussed up with 30 locals? What kind of rifle do I want them to have?
Sorry, some of these comments are
no, it's pretty
boys.
good.
Go
Yeah.
back in.
Also, Dump Daryl, thanks for subscribing.
Brother Trench says you're echoing off of me, so I'm gonna have to mute myself here when
really?
you guys are talking.
Yeah, I'm getting a little feedback too from you. That's
but
okay.
Also,
though.
hi, Trench.
Trench is in here. Oh my god, Dad's in here. Oh my goodness. Hello, Trench. How goes it for everyone? Do I still get the... Who am I echoing off of? Is it OG?
It was me. Yeah. No, I could see my shit pinging when y'all are yapping. So I'll mute myself when I'm not talking.
Hold on, I'm gonna test something. Okay, I don't hear myself in. No, I hear myself still echoing. Do you want to mute yourself on Discord, see if that fixes it? Okay. That fixed it? Chat, are we good? Yeah, that fixed it. I don't hear it anymore. All right. We had to put OG in the timeout chair. We're sorry. We'll make sure not to talk over each other. All right, so here, let's actually get into what this is going to look like. Here we go. Apologies for the delay. I've got a very jank single monitor setup. I am a single monitor Chad. So we work with what we got. But here, let me share this with you guys. Kind of go over what the groundwork is, which we already touched on, and what this is going to look like. So, for you all, right? I hope this. There you go. All right, sweet. So here we have it, the civilian M4 concept, or the civilian M4.
Working.
Yes, it's working. Chat, we're making it happen. This falls under kind of the readiness rifle concept, which is something I talked with OG a bit about, and I made the video on before I left for NTC, and that was a lot of guys get wrapped up in having this super capable, flexible weapon system, but they lose sight of what an AR is good at, which is being light, handy, easy to use, and they get a 10-inch 10-pound rifle that theoretically does everything, but actually is awful at everything and is really rough to carry and to actually use and do anything with. So that's kind of what man, we already got suggestions here. Ruger 5.56 based. We'll get into it. What else? What else is chat saying right now? M44 with muzzle brake for maximum tinnitus. Yes. If you're not running an Obrez Mosin as your secondary, you're wrong.
Dude, that was like the prepper fucking McValue meal special back in the day. Was the fucking I wish I could find one of those, honestly, just for the nostalgia.
I mean, in theory, you could make one. Oh no, the M44, right? They're like $700 now for a good one.
The shorty Mosin.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous for what it is.
Yeah. I remember back in the day too when SKSs were super cheap, Mosins were super cheap, and the SKS and the Mosin were like, the cheap poor maxers, long guns of choice because you could get a Mosin for like $100 and SKS for two. But thankfully, well, for better or for worse, the import bans do suck. But thankfully, the AR-15 is super cheap and super optimized, so we don't have to use shitty Gopnik, turn of the century firearms to defend our homeland. So, getting into it, right? We got the task and purpose, guys. So the task is for us, the panel and chat tonight, all of us together, to create the recommended minimal specifications and guidelines for a civilian fighting rifle, go-to-war rifle. And we're getting outside of the realm of home defense. We're not talking, honey, grab the Donbass musket. I hear intruders at the door. This is a bad day. We're all the way at the top of the pyramid that Brass Vax so kindly blessed upon the internet. This is, we're talking doom and gloom, invading forces. It's a bad day to be you. The purpose is in response to recent world events. We're not going to, what's the term? Panic hysteria max. I think that's stupid. I really don't think, there's an imminent danger to the American way of life as a whole right now. But looking at what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in China with Taiwan and the Philippines, as well as voice crack, as well as chat. We need a counter every time I voice crack.
Cringe.
Yeah, you're a faggot. Counter for every time my voice cracks, please. Somebody get on that. But yeah, so right, like things are scary in the world, kind of global sphere, and I think more and more people are starting to be like, yeah, maybe we should take this a little more seriously. Not too seriously, right? We're not going to get into EMP, doomsday prepper BS, but right, this is I want to provide there's a project to provide the technical standards and the reason behind them to the American population so they can make an educated decision on equipping themselves easily and readily with a cost-effective, simple, reliable, reputable, robust, capable, semi-universal fighting rifle to safeguard the land of the free from threats foreign and domestic. TLDR, approximately $1,000 rifle that you could fight with. Any questions, comments, or concerns so far?
Only one type shit, right?
Yes. I'm listening.
Okay. I can go first.
Go ahead.
Am I fucking bouncing audio or anything like that? Do I sound all right?
I'm gonna talk a little bit. I don't hear echo. I do not hear any echo.
Okay.
I do when
as long as I'm yapping, it's okay, right?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so yeah, $1,000. That's you could get a lot done with that for sure. I don't think you necessarily need to SV89 says literally BCM, but the problem with BCMs is that the uppers from them are bare minimum $700, and that eats up a lot of money. That leaves very little room. I mean, granted, you can get into an upper and a bolt carrier group from them complete for $700 to $800, but then I mean, if you could find a unicorn lower and optic for less than $200, to keep it within that $1,000 budget, that would be incredible, honestly. So I'd like to kind of shoot under, just for brevity's sake, for the example.
Are we trying to get the optic in under 1K as well?
So for this,
I'd say the whole thing, the whole damn thing.
For this, we are talking the complete rifle, no other accoutrements. So we'll talk kind of like some options here of like what this could look like. I want to lay the groundwork, right, of like what specs are important to us. Let's get the nerdy shit out of the way, and then we can start, browsing the tube and pissing off YouTube and look at like options. But I'm saying like the rifle, now granted, this is ideally after taxes and shipping and FFL, we're looking at the rifle's $1,000. So let's think like the rifle's going to cost $850, $900, out the door, and then you got to figure out shipping, taxes, and FFL fees. So the idea is like you're going to tell a person you need to buy a weapon system, or they're looking to buy a weapon system that's not dog shit, that isn't a PSA. They understand, right? They're using their wrinkled brain and not buying literally the cheapest garbage and outfitting it with Amazon garbage. But they also aren't made of money. So you tell them to spend more than $1,000 on just the rifle, they're likely going to have a problem with that. At least I know when I was first starting off, right? If somebody was like, hey, your rifle alone, no other accessories, $1,000, that's like a tough pill to swallow, because then you factor in optic, sling, light. We'll get into it, right? But you quickly start to start stacking costs, especially for, halfway decent optic, depending on what you go on. So the goal is keep the rifle itself after fees and BS brand new under $1,000 or close to, maybe just over. PSA upper, no chat, no PSA uppers. BCM, we'll talk about BCM
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, I'm like, it. We talked about this in a previous stream where it's like a BCM upper is literally the difference of like another $300. So that would kind of push the budget here up to like $1,200. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which gets you into a completely different ball field of capability and just longevity of the build overall. You'll be able to taste the quality in the ingredients for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this from three different standpoints, and I just cooked this off the top of my head.
Let's hear it.
All right, you got shootability, you got capability, and mobility. So trying to maximize those 3 points for less than 1,000 acorns, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1,000 units.
Shootability, that's things. Shootability is obviously accuracy, reliability, and recoil and stuff like that. Some builds, they're going to have more recoil, shorter barrels, shorter gas systems, things like that. So I think for like if you're only going to do one, if you're going to standardize this and be like, make one garbillion of these and hand them out to the anti HOA goon army, this is what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
For keeping it well under $1,000, because optics automatically cost a lot of money, and BCGs also, shit like that. Lowers, usually I think you can get into a good lower for like $200. You know what I'm saying? $200-$300 tops. So we'll just say, yeah, for the lower, I would say,
are you gonna talk
standard poverty pony?
Are you gonna talk specs yet? We're not. We'll get there, King. We'll get there. I promise. We'll get into specifics.
Okay.
We're gonna lay it out. We're gonna build it together. It's okay. It's okay. I know chat is already recommending stuff, but and if we get all too autistic with this list, that's okay. But I have some specs that I went goblin mode on today, and I have been for like the past month, or in months, honestly, multiple, doing research, figuring out what I would personally want, what I would recommend to people. And we'll get into it, and then we can talk specifics. GWAT, I want to pass the mic to you if you got anything.
So to get it comfortably under 1K, you're probably gonna have to put that upper together yourself. I know a lot of people are gonna feel uncomfortable about that, but it's not too bad, especially if you're doing a bunch. You can get into a good flow of it. Your barrel and your bolt are going to be the two big things that I'm going to want to spend probably the most money on. I would really like to get a LaRue trigger if I could. That, what is it, the MBT 25 or 2S?
It makes an appearance. It makes an appearance.
Yes, I would recommend the same.
Yeah, and so really, the barrel, the bolt, and the trigger, you can buy yourself a lower and all that other stuff pre-assembled. Swap the trigger out. It's good to have spare parts. And the handguard, free floating handguards are nice, especially if you can find something cheap on sale or whatever. But if not, there's nothing wrong with throwing a mag pull or an old school clamp on there. This is just a general infantryman's rifle. And so yeah, you could spend $200 or so on the barrel, $200 or so on the bolt, and really focus a good chunk of your budget on those core pieces that make the gun what it is. Don't skimp out on the upper receiver or the trigger necessarily, and then kind of whatever's on sale or whatever else for everything else. 16 inches is what I suggest for the barrel length. The biggest reason
Spoiler
that I'm
alert.
going with specifically that length is just it's easy, right? It's legal in all 50 states. You don't have any funny business. You can change out your muzzle devices. No one's gonna look at you weird. And 16 inches is a good middle ground. 14.5, if it was legal, would also be fine. I have no arguments with that either, other than the legalities. You got to pin and weld. Not all muzzle devices you can use. You got to go to an armor. Blah 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 blah. So 16 inches, it's short enough. You shouldn't be like trying to be a Navy SEAL or anything at this point, anyways. But if you had to do some CQB, you had to work around a vehicle. It's not like you have a 20 or a 22 or 24-inch barrel. You'd be all right.
SV89 punching air right now.
You have you have plenty of muzzle velocity, right? Plenty of muzzle velocity to reach out there. So it's a decent barrel length. If you already have a 14.5 and you like the muzzle device that's on it, I wouldn't swap it for a 16-inch. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. That's what I got to say right off the rip.
All very good points.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That I see the answer to your question. Sorry, I started going immediately into specs and shit.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Specifics.
Since everybody wants to talk specs,
Yeah.
let me just get us on the page. We're gonna start. All right. Here's the specs we
Let's
have
do
listed
it.
out. Holy shit!
Stop edging me.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Fuck. Okay. So I like what everybody said. My 2 points are gonna be, I'd like this to be a new system. I don't want to recommend people buy used for their rifle. Usually, I don't mind doing it personally, and under normal circumstances, I wouldn't mind recommending it, but people aren't going to know what to look for on a used system. So used is kind of out of the question. I want this to be relatively turnkey. Ideally, I don't want to have people building their own ARs, at least uppers, unless we have to do it for this system. So we'll explore if it's an option within the price range to have something pre-built or not. A lower, different story. It is very easy to build a lower. It requires almost no tools, so that's totally fine. But the goal is, if we can do it, get it to be minimal building and minimal, if no, used parts. That's where we're at with the build. We'll see if we can make it happen. And so since we want to talk specs so much, we're going to talk the upper first. So I have the split up as upper, lower, and then your peripherals, which we'll get into it. So a lot of stuff we already talked about, right? What I'm going to look for, what I'm going to want to recommend people is muzzle device and A2 birdcage. Awesome. It's simple. It's on everything. It does everything you need it to do. I'm not worried about suppressing right now. Who cares? Simple, light, cheap. It's going to come with your rifle. Continuing. Barrel length?
It's not necessary to suppress. A2 is all you need.
Yeah, especially on a 16-inch barrel. We're getting into it. Like G-Watt
Hot
said.
take. Suppressors are fucking gay.
Holy shit.
I know, the chat just melted. I fucking hate them. Y'all are weird. Stop putting mufflers on your gun, you fucking losers.
You don't want people to know where you're shooting at them from? Cringe. Fucking cringe.
Make the gun loud and scary.
Yeah. And what did I forget? Is it Mike Glover, the dude who owns Warrior Poet Society? Right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Mike Glover is a
No.
different guy, but yeah,
Mike
I know who
Glover
you're talking
is
about.
different guy.
Okay.
You're talking about is Trench still here? He would know.
Trench would know. He makes out with him.
Mike Lovett, Lavelle?
Oh, Lavelle.
Mike
Lavelle?
Lavelle.
Somebody in chat will say it.
That's the one.
I'm looking at chat right
Lavelle
now.
is his last name.
Okay.
I used to watch him all the time like 10 years ago.
Suppressors are gay. Or am I tripping? I'm just looking at chat right now. Guys, there's 28 of you. That's insane. At one point it said we had 45. Absolutely poop madness that there's so many of you listening to this autism. Thank you so much. Kings, I see some good Rebel Spirit says Ruger 556 gold swap. John Lavelle. Ear Pro? Yeah. Just accept you're gonna have tinnitus, okay? Like,
Also, stop being gay.
Exactly.
Why is everyone so homo now?
That's an order.
Why does everybody want a glowing lightsaber on the end of their barrel? That's retarded. Anyway,
yeah, literally after like one mag.
Fuck. Yeah, anyway, he was John Lovell. He was like, I want, when I shoot my AR, I don't have a suppressor because when I shoot it, I want it to be a fire-breathing dragon inside of my house. That's the big dick energy we need for this
my
build.
God, that's boomer lore. Boomer lore, dude.
Not to derail. I just think suppressors are
even if
so
it's a
much
smart
money and-
idea, that's just boomer lore to say it that way.
That is boomer lore. Suppressors are so much money and they do so little in as far as like actually making the gun quiet, and then you have to like retune your whole gun to work with the suppressor, and if you have your suppressor off, you have to retune it or some shit. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm good. I'll just have a loud gun.
Oh yeah,
and it'll be reliable, and I don't have to have an extra 10 pounds. I'm okay.
yes.
Also, boys, by the way, like the fucking stream. There's 30 of us here, but there's only 9 likes. That's mega cringe. You guys need to like this shit.
They're all butthurt about the Ramjet video.
Yeah, it's personal at this point.
Yeah, it's personal. Yeah, we're fuck. Yeah, I agree. Suppressors, man. Like, we're talking. Even we're gonna ignore all the like the high speed stuff, right? Like dudes who we're gonna pull out the pedigree card. I have none, but guys with pedigree say that the main reason why they want like suppressors is because it makes it easier to talk to your homies around you. Sure, got it. But yes, adds a shit ton of weight. Makes your gun wear out way faster. You have to tune everything, adjustable gas blocks, tax stamps, legay. No, thank you. Not time for this build.
To that point, in what reality are you with a squad where everybody has a suppressor, so it's easy for you all to communicate?
If you're a government funded goon squad, maybe this ain't it though.
Yeah. If you're in CAG or Navy SEALs or whatever, if you're a squealer, then sure.
Yeah, the dude to your right is 290 pounds and has a Mossberg Maverick 88. The dude on your left has a PSA Freedom Line with an Alibaba red dot that isn't zeroed. So
yes.
Okay,
that's all you get, champ.
Yeah,
sorry.
Working with what you got. We're trying to the whole reason why we're putting this together is because we want to make sure that there's some guys out there who aren't those people, who actually have good, reliable fighting rifles that are capable and they know how to use them. So, we're talking the technical nerd stuff now. And we'll talk more about the load-bearing equipment, the tactics here, I'm sure later in the stream or another time. But getting back into it, right? So we got 8.2 birdcage, 16 inches. Wow, what a bold statement. 16 inches. We talked about it. Low recoil, not going to be as loud. Parts are not going to wear out as fast. You can actually lay a decent bit of suppressing fire without needing some crazy overbuilt short barrel. You get good muzzle velocity. I mean, it's peak. 16 inches for the civilian every man is peak. I know SV89 right now is fucking he's on suicide watch hearing that, but it's true. And we're saying the quiet part out loud, even though I do love a good 20-inch barrel.
By the way, Bones, we're getting some comments here saying that the audio might need to be checked. It's cutting in and out.
Audio might need to be checked. Okay.
Just every so slightly, I think.
What do we need here? Do I need to turn people up? What do we need to make happen here? What is chat saying?
I just said that the stream audio keeps cutting in and out, apparently. A couple people said that.
Like glitching a little bit, probably.
I mean, can I edit my bit rate? That might be it. FPS, CPU.
How do we sound chat? Are we Lima Charlie chat?
I mean,
do we know what that means?
Do we have to? What
much pedigree is here?
Bro Vetsplain.
Yeah. Bro Vetsplain.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have to bro Vetsplain if you would just civilian listen.
Yeah. Chat, clip it.
You like that shit?
That's pretty fucking good. A washed up GWAT veteran is talking. You listen.
Oh, yeah, dude, I gotta show this picture that I took in real life. This fucking car that I drove past the other day. Hold on, I'll put it in the group chat. Maybe you can find a way to share it. But it's fucking hilarious.
I can pull it up. Go ahead and send it.
You will thank him for his service.
Yes, you will. Thank you for your service. Yeah, it might be technical difficulties on YouTube, OBS, talking to YouTube and stuff, and we got a billion tabs open. So as long as it's bearable, we might just have to thug it out on this one, boys. Comms are not always crystal clear 100% of the time. We're sitting in Defilade right now in Mom's basement, so our whip antenna's only reached so far. Did you send it, OG? Let me see if I pull this up.
I just sent it in the group chat. Yeah.
Hop got back to me. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, no, he's busy. It's okay. Sorry, I invited him on too, but he didn't. He's too good for us. That's what he said in the message. But oh my
That's understandable.
goodness! What?
Oh, it's
my
bad.
goodness.
Oh, it's bad.
That's okay.
That's intense.
Yeah, can I?
That's aggressive.
Yeah, that's.
Chat needs to see this.
Let me hold on. I gotta make sure I can pull this up the right way, not dedox myself here. All right, we're
my
gonna disappear for a second. I gotta change some things.
Chat, I promise this is worth it. This is fucking hilarious.
Listen. If we need to jingle jangle the keys every 20 seconds, all right, you should see Twitch streamers who just don't talk for like 3 minutes and then say two words.
So true. So true.
Let me get this. Let me unfold screen this, and then I should be able to change this over, right? Where are we
The joke
at?
is this guy got adcept in boot camp probably. He got medcept.
Tough. Oh yeah, for sure. There's no
Definitely.
way. I don't think he didn't make it a day into active duty.
Yeah, he tried to join but had flat feet.
Oh wait,
It's a
no, you know what I'll do?
it's a really weird.
Go ahead. You guys are good. Sorry, talking to myself.
I was gonna say it's a really weird thing to just like. It's such a blanket term to just be like, I am a veteran. Please respect
some
me for my
point,
service.
I was affiliated with the military.
That's all.
in some way.
That's as far as it goes, huh? And dude, you guys.
And
just
now
gotta
I'm
see
a
the art.
hero.
The longer you look at it, the worse it gets.
Well, I'm pulling it up right now. Jamie's on it. Yeah, it's always those dudes who are like, yes, I was John Army at one point. Be like, okay, so you were an admin person for 4 years. Got it.
I was a fucking S1 clerk with a 300 PT score.
This dude on the right saluting, I thought he was holding an M9 to his head. I swear to God.
That's kind of what it looks like, dude. He's got that weird, like, bent.
Thank me for my service.
Salute. Yeah.
Thank me.
Like the movie Brothers.
All right. Yeah. Okay. It's huge. Hold on. Chat. Look at this shit. Oh my god. They can see it now. Hold on. Check this out. If you're not standing at the position of attention and saluting for this, this is an organic find. This was in OG's region. All right. Fucking what? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was just driving.
That's
like
intense.
I was just driving through town. I was like, no fucking way, dude. I was like, what is this?
I love how it literally is. Thanks is like big and bold. Like it literally is saying you need to pull over and fucking thank me for my service right now.
Yeah, no, it's a warning.
Put on
It's
your
a warning.
flashers.
Yeah. Oh
When I get out of this car, if I don't have a line of people
me.
clapping, there's gonna be a fucking problem.
How much?
This guy tries to go into every fucking parade.
How much do you want to put on the fact that this is not him? This is his overweight wife. And the truck that he bought for her.
Oh, you think it's a Dependa?
Yeah, this how likely is this Dependa activities?
I don't think this guy's ever been within physical touch distance of a woman before.
Yeah.
No, if you read this the fine print on the windshield, he's literally saying like, I'm so cool, I sacrificed, I'm a veteran. You and then the tailgate is
Dude.
You need to give me thanks. Thank me now for my sacrifices as veteran. Immediately. Stop what you're doing.
Oh my god.
Tell me thank you. Because
Yes.
I'm a hero.
I hope I run into this guy again. I need to get his contact. We need to get him on the show.
Yeah,
I need to get this dude's fucking phone number or like sit down and do a video with him or something.
Do you think he's got his PC with PFC sewn on it on his dash?
Oh my god, dude.
He's got it all, bro.
Yeah.
He's got it tattooed. He's got the name tapes. Did you guys in the army ever do that? Get the name tapes tattooed on you?
Dude,
I've seen people do it.
No, luckily that happened enough like when I was in where like by the time like people were like do not Like it was like part of your initial like onboarding briefing coming into the unit. They're like, I swear to God, you will not do this. Like it's a warning. Like, do not.
You will learn from the mistake of our forefathers.
Yeah, right. You're talking to an E6 is telling you that with that very same tattoo on his chest.
We will beat you with hammers.
Type
We are
shit.
not afraid.
Yeah, you will be a victim of the Hammer Squad.
Yeah, fuck. Oh my god, yeah, okay. I think everybody's got their fill of this. Yeah. There's a dude with an AK on it. There's a dude with an AK.
Sorry,
on
I
it?
just had to
yeah,
share
dude
that.
Does
That shit
have
was
an
too
AK.
funny.
That dude has an AK on the bottom right of that picture.
Yeah, I was
It's
looking
like
at that. I'm like, the dude on the right.
Wagner group.
I'm like, what is he? A veteran of the fucking we've
Hey,
war in Ukraine
it's the modern
too?
Taliban, man. No, literally, that's an ANA dude, because he's got a guy with an M4 right behind him in American military.
Oh my god, bro!
What
It's
medal
like
is
a
that
joint
too?
task force.
What medal is that? That it's not the medal. That's not a Medal of Honor.
No. It's like combat valor or something. I think I can't
Okay.
remember off the top of it. I was never a medal hand.
ANA vets.
But I think it is like it's like a
Stars are
bronze,
usually a big
bronze
deal.
star, right?
Yeah.
Is that a
I
bronze
think
star?
so.
Yeah. You know what? Let's look it up. Bronze star. Medal.
I showed it to the people in my
looks a lot
Discord,
like
and they
a
were
bronze
like,
star.
they were like, that guy literally lifted the flag at Iwo Jima himself.
Yes.
It looks like a bronze star.
He cleared the beach on D-Day. It was him. Thank you.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, he led
Thank
easy
you that I don't
company.
speak
Silver
German,
star.
sir.
People are saying silver star. It does look like bronze star +1, kind of.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, the stripes are different.
If you see this man, you better let him pass you in the right lane and salute him while he does it. So,
Yep.
Yeah, thank that man for his service.
Phil says Steven Seagal rap.
Holy shit. All right. Thank you for that. That was oh so beautiful. Hopefully this stream is not as fucked up. I do get warnings every so often that it's a little laggy, and I don't know if it's because I've got a lot open right now. To thank Team Avy for their home internet. It's fast, but really inconsistent. So hopefully it's still watchable. It is what it is. Thanks for sticking around, Kings. Right. Back into the build, okay? So we already got our groundwork for the barrel and our muzzle device, right? Talking now, twist rate. This shit doesn't matter as much as I think some people who are really into accuracy want to portray it as. There's a lot of FUD lore that a 1 in 7 barrel does not stabilize 5.56 or 55 grain. For those who don't know,
it does.
Yeah. For those who, spoiler alert, it does. It's
unless it's a 20-inch or 24-inch.
Yeah, I have it on good authority. We talked to some very much more knowledgeable people on shooting distance and bullet weight and all that fun autism, that it really doesn't matter that much. Now, if you're shooting primarily 55 grain,
500 meters.
Yeah. That's not average engagement distance. We're looking at
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. Average engagement distance we're looking at is like 300 for a point target, maybe 450, 500 for area target, right? That's like a vehicle. So, yes, I would like a 1 in 8 twist barrel, right? Because if let's be real with ourselves, SV89, calm down, we'll get there. Most people, they're not going to be stocking up on high quality ammo. They're going to be buying 55 grain. M193 is probably going to be ambrosia to their rifles, you know. So most dudes are. I mean, you've got M855, right, which is 62 grains, correct? M855. Am I right on that? Yeah. So those are going to be the two most common.
Yes.
Those are the two most common ammo types dudes are going to be running. A 1 in 8 twist is going to be perfect for that. That's ideal if you can find it. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the mid-tier rifle manufacturers stick with the 1 in 7, and it's kind of frustrating because the 1 in 8 is very flexible. Whoa! Is that a grouping from a 1 in 7 twist?
16-inch, 1 in 7, M193 at 55 grain, 100 yards.
Yep.
It's not the best work. My point is, it
looks good to me.
That's fine. Totally good.
Yep.
Totally just okay.
You are gonna be fine. You will be fine. Now, I will say.
Here's an even better one.
Oh.
Here's better 55 grain ammo.
Oh my
Same barrel,
goodness.
still
Damn,
55
son.
grain, different manufacturer.
What distance?
It's like an inch and a
100
half.
yards.
Okay, yeah,
Monarch
yeah.
55.
That's
100 yards.
We'll call that 2 MOA. Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Perfect.
easy. That's
Yep.
indoor range, standing, semi-supported. Definitely far from my best accuracy work. I'm just for not being like, I shoot quarter MOA, just letting you know. The rifle, if I was proned out and stuff, could do way better. For real.
Yep. So I'm gonna say we're gonna try to find something that's 1 and 8 because that's kind of the jack of all trades. But a 1 and 7, listen, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine for our needs. So I think we hammered that pretty home. Hammered that well. Barrel profile now. This is probably more of a. I think people feel a little more strongly about this. I'm gonna say for your average homie, right? As long as you're not going with an H bar, like something super heavy, and you're not going for the lightest barrel possible, you're gonna be okay. Government, medium, SOCOM, right? Like SOCOM's a little heavy, but dude, just like have not one end of the extremes, and you're gonna be fine. All right, awesome.
Yes.
Good talk, Kings. Yes, thank you. Everybody agrees, right? Don't need to be complicated with it. Epic. We're on the same
No,
page.
yeah, fucking, we're pretty much on the same page here. Yeah, we don't really
Perfect.
need to worry about twist rate all that much because, I mean, the
Even 1 and
shorter,
9,
the
fuck it,
faster
send it,
twist
you're good.
rates only fucking matter out of super long barrels at further distances. It's not like if you get a 1 and 7 in a 20-inch, it's like, oh my god, at 10 yards, like my bullet's keyholing. Like, no, it's not. It will probably be fine. Yeah, I haven't
It will
heard of
be
that
fine.
before.
No,
So
I shoot
like,
as I'm an SPR guy. I shoot all 1 and 7. All my barrels are 1 and 7. I still shoot the range candy 55 62s. It's just as accurate as everybody else. The accuracy limitation on that ammunition is the quality of the manufacturer,
and
not
the shooter.
the twist rate of your barrel. The twist rates matter if you start doing extreme stuff, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yes, and the shooter.
Yep.
Like I try to load. I hand load. I try to load bullets into 5.56. It's magazine fed. It's not even supposed to. So they're so long. I want the fastest twist rate. And on the flip side, if you're trying to also use your gun as like a prairie dog gun and shoot like 35 grain varmint rounds through 5.56, well, then you would want a 1 and 9 twist. But if you're shooting anything 50 to 70 grains, 80 grains, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Any 1 and 9, 1 and 8, 1 and 7, you're golden.
Yep. Shit don't matter. Epic. All right. Profile, same shit. Yeah, I know SV89 is gonna be punching a lot of air this stream. Yeah, man, I'm gonna say I'll go over, right? Like, just don't pick something super heavy or super light. Pick something in the middle. Government profile, they're cheap, right? There's ways to mitigate the weight issue of like, oh, it feels front heavy because the weight's in a weird spot. We'll talk about it. You know, it's going to be fine. Just don't go with a pencil profile or an H-bar. You don't need to shoot sub-MOA groups, and you don't want your barrel to, get ED after a magazine of more than 1 round a second.
yeah, no, you're gonna save money by not picking a unicorn profile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fucking heavy profile, generally speaking, is just like fucking more material. You know what I mean? Fucking
Mhm.
it has to. It's more material that needs to pass inspection if company does inspection. But yeah, just go with the standard. At this point, cost efficacy is sort of the name of the game here. So usually that's going to be your government profile shaboing boings.
Yep.
100%.
Prioritizing the next bulletin point of cold hammer forged or chrome lined, right?
Yes.
Get whatever contour you can at the price point you have that's designed for high round counts, not whatever specific contour you want.
Yep. Right. Great segue.
Because you likely won't be able to tell the fucking difference.
Yep. 100%. For your barrel build itself, I'm going to say get 4150. That's mil spec, right? There's a rifle sitting right off screen over here. That is 4140. And are you going to know the difference? Probably not. But I'd say stick with what is mil spec, right? And then because you're going to get better barrel life. It's not going to erode as fast from a long string of fire, which you're not looking to do, right? But you may need to lay the hate. You don't want your barrel to be shot out after two or three instances of mag dumps because you've got a really soft barrel and it's not cold hammer forged. But yep, get a good steel quality 4150. That's going to disqualify a lot of the really cheaper ARs, talking specific stuff, or a lot of the more entry level stuff like the Ruger 556 and the Smith & Wesson M&P Sport. Those use the softer steels. The other things too is as long as it has either cold hammer forging or chrome lining, I think you're going to be more than set for durability. It's like you don't need a barrel that's cold hammer forged, chrome lined, 4150. I mean, yeah, it's going to last 60,000 rounds or whatever, but it's also going to cost like $400 for just the barrel, or at least like 300. So check 2 of the 3 boxes, right? Have it be good steel, have it be cold hammer forged or chrome lined. That way you don't have to ever worry about it, experiencing excessive wear due to an enhanced rate of fire and firing schedule. Thoughts, Kings? We in agreement here?
Yeah, I agree. Only thing I would say is if you're watching this video and you have a little bit extra money, right? You have a $1,200, a $1,500, a $2,000 budget. The barrel is a place I would drop change on for sure if I had the change to drop.
Yeah, absolutely. Barrel and bolt carrier.
For sure.
Yep.
I've never really focused entirely too much on the barrel material, just because it's just like I've always just tried to buy like the higher price stuff where that was never a question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make a recommendation when the time comes to complete uppers, because I mean the lethally poor, I'm not sure, maybe I'm okay, I can only speak for myself, but I have never built an entire upper in my freaking life, brother. And I think you could still get quality uppers that are complete builds. Absolutely. And be well within that budget, and even have a little bit of extra money to spend on stuff that improves shootability, mobility, and capabilities. But I'll reflect on that when the time comes.
100%. I think there are some good options where you don't have to build. Though I have built uppers, and it's not as scary as one thinks. It's really not that bad. But I will say I think we can make this happen without doing a custom build. I hope, and we'll get into it. Gas block, right? Preferred low profile. Reason being, I mean, it's not 2004. People know how to install a low profile gas block pretty easily. Means you're not stuck with a fixed front sight block that's in your way of whatever optic system you may be using. Not that it's the end of the world, but I think it's semantics to argue which is better, one over the other, right? Low profile, I think, is just more modern. It's lighter. It's going to be cheaper usually because it costs companies more to pin and align a front sight block. So save yourself some funds there. However, an FSB, it's going to be pinned 9 times out of 10. It'll act as a heat sink for the barrel, whatever. The accuracy of free float versus not free float doesn't fucking matter for what we're doing. So that's my recommendation. Get quality low profile, pin it if you can, or get one that's pinned. If not, if you got a fixed front sight block, that's fine. Don't go selling your FSB gun if it's quality just because, somebody says you're missing out on a quarter MOA and it's not free floated. Yeah, no one cares.
Yep. Just heavy emphasize, get a pinned gas block, whatever it is, if it's on your primary duty rifle, which is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't pinned in place so it can't go nowhere no matter what.
Yep, it's not expensive to find a gunsmith to do it. If you don't have the tools and the know-how on how to do it yourself, you could always do it yourself. Not insanely difficult. Just stay away from adjustable gas blocks. It's not needed. If you're building your rifle properly, it's not going to be necessary. And if a gun is coming, pre-assembled upper, as long as it's done correctly, suppressing is overrated. And also getting a laser beam AR is also overrated. 5.56 already doesn't recoil that much. And a little bit of overgassing is totally fine because that will make the gun more reliable. So keeping it simple. For gas profile or gas length, right? Go for mid-length or carbine. That's going to be pretty standard on a 16-inch barrel. Mid-length's more modern. It's plenty reliable on a 16-inch gun. Carbine's going to be a little short. It'll probably be a bit punchy, maybe a little more reliable. I don't think that shit matters too much. You know, people have figured out how to make a 16-inch AR, and the gas system is not really in question at this point. Building is for
Yep.
peasants.
I like mid-length, but it's not a big deal. Not a deal breaker by any means.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Prefer it entirely.
Yeah. It's just more modern, and it's gonna be easier to shoot. Right, you're gonna maximize that 16-inch barrel. That the ease of use of it with a mid length. It's got plenty of dwell time still, so it'll be great.
That's why you picked the 16.
Yep,
you
exactly.
can get away with the fucking mid length.
100% with ease. And for the min max Marty's, no piston. Yeah, no piston. Yeah, sure. I'd like to add a pound to my rifle so it has a different operating system. That sounds
literally.
Awesome.
Make it. Take the fucking weapon system and make it 20 billion times heavier.
And add a bunch of reliability issues.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's
and make it hard to find
I
spare parts.
appreciate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, just look, man. Like you're not. If you got it figured out, you got it figured out. But this is the standard issue, brother.
Yep.
If it was a good idea, listen. The Army's never had any bad ideas ever. All right. So like, if they thought that the AR needed to be a piston gun, they would have fucking made it a piston gun. I'm sure it had nothing to do with how reliable and how heavy and bullshit it was. But yeah, man, you just got to trust the Army on everything they say. Honestly, that's the whole point of this stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is actually
You have to.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm just
have to.
kidding. No.
You have to. This is actually
Go buy an XM7.
Yeah, this is actually just steal an M4 from a National Guard armory. That will be the best service.
Yeah,
Don't do that. It's a joke.
Good point, Phil. Fucking, you're gonna end up spending $1,000 on a fucking piston upper anyway. That's the whole point. Was that this was under $1,000?
Yep, exactly. Pistons, wow, I love it making my gun the same reliability, if not worse, and parts are harder to find, and now it's heavy, and but I can suppress it and it doesn't get as dirty. No one cares. Doesn't need to happen. It's gonna be too expensive, too heavy, not worth. Yeah. Also, wanted to bring it up too. If you're a min-maxer, right, you could do a 14.7 and pin and weld your A2. Have fun being locked into the A2
Sure.
in the event for whatever reason you want to be a silly goose and suppress, or change it for a flash hider or whatever else. I'd stick with 17, but if you really want to be autistic, sure, man, go ahead. Keep it simple though. It'll be lighter to shoot too. So, that was my caveat. To piggyback off of what we just said. What's up?
Makes things a little more complicated. I said 14.5 is fine. Just makes things a little more complicated, like you said.
Yeah. 14.5 is
Functionally,
totally
as a
good
firearm,
too.
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, 100%. You just have to deal with the legality of, are you going to run it as a pistol, or are you going to SBR it, which is a whole nother thing, or are you going to, pin and weld like an extended A2 or something that will make it the overall length. So pick your poison. We're keeping it simple for this, and making it flexible. Okay. What is this? Bones, what about ARs in 7.62x39? LOL. If you want that, buy an AK.
You are gay.
Yeah, you
are gay.
Okay.
I'll be nicer than the rest of the
Unicorn
panel.
gun, not allowed.
Yep. Oh my god, yeah. Go ahead. You know what, chat? While we're here,
have fun finding reliable mags.
Yeah, I hope you like steel case ammo too.
Those fucking crazy like fucking. Look, it looks like somebody smacked it with a fucking sledgehammer on the backside. Like it's like it's just a complete like L-shaped fucking mag, and they feed like hot shit. Like I remember thinking about it so hard, fucking. Where I'm like, I'm gonna do it because ammo is super cheap and shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And people were like, yeah, I got this, I've been fucking with this build for like 2 years, you know what I mean? Finally got the gas system tuned, these parts, this parts list, whatever. They're like, I'm finding that the only consistent reliability is with 10-round mags. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, that's an SKS with a lot of extra steps, dude.
I was gonna say. That is awesome.
I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Never mind.
Stop trying to be special, everybody.
Yep, honestly.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
the
my
standard is the
honest
standard
advice.
for a reason.
I went over the bell curve with firearms. I started with I just need something simple that works. And then I went up as I learned more, and I was like, I have to be super unique. I need my gun to be super individual to me. I need to be special. And then I realized that kind of sucks and is a little silly and not necessary. And then I went back to I just want something that works. So learn from our mistakes, okay? You don't need to be what makes you special. Oh, go ahead.
Think of your duty weapons. Like a
Hammer.
carpenter wants a hammer. He needs to get this right hammer, but he's not like, ooh, I need a purple one and I need the special whatever,
My
and it's got to
anodized hammer.
have this hammer.
I'm gonna
That's
swing it really
End of
hard and it might
conversation.
break.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I'm
swing
not
it.
gonna get too attached to it.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
That's
swing it really
End of
hard and it might
conversation.
break.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I'm
swing
not
it.
gonna get too attached to it.
I'm gonna swing it really hard